Amidst heightened tensions over the contaminated laddus in Tirupati, Sabrimala Temple's Prasadam or Aravana has also come into the limelight for containing high levels of pesticide. The Aravana will now be converted into manure. As many as 6.65 lakh containers of Aravana of Sabrimala Ayyappa Temple in Kerala were left unused over the past 1 year following a complaint that the pesticide level in the cardamom used for its production was higher than the permissible level. Though the Aravana was later found to be safe for consumption, the Travancore Devaswom board, in fact, that manages the temple, decided to dispose of the stock worth around 5.5 crore rupees. However, disposing of the aravana in large quantities posed a range of challenges for the authorities. The options of disposing of it in the forest regions faced opposition from the authorities. Though various other options were considered, TDB wanted to ensure that the prasadam is disposed of in a scientific manner without hurting sentiments of devotees. Their tenders were floated for scientific disposal of Aravana. Aravana, which is made of rice and jaggery, is one of the major sources of income for the hill shrine. During the last pilgrimage, the revenue from Aravana sale was 147 crore rupees, which was around 40% of the temple's total revenue. Let's go across to my colleague Vivek Narayan, who joins us over the phone line on more on this. Vivek, I mean, this is shocking, honestly. While we are, currently discussing discussing the Laddu Rao in Tirupati, now another development has come to light. This time from another extremely pious site for the Hindus. We're talking here about Sabrimala's temple Prasadam, and it has now come to light that it has high levels of pesticides.
Yes, that's right. This has become a major issue right now, where the Devaswam board has identified 6.5 lakh containers, small, containers of Aravana or Prasadam, what we say in Malayalam. Now, these containers, what they have found during the check is that it contains high levels of pesticide. Now, it's been understood that it is the cardamom content in these prasadam which has led to the high content of pesticides. And after this, a Kerala-based company, which is right now in Hyderabad, has taken this decision to, use these, aravana or prasadam, as fertilizer. And for this, the TDB chairperson Prashant has said that this is a matter that's concerning the sentiments of lakhs of devotees. Remember, this is not the first time that pesticide contents was found in Aravana Prasadam. Earlier also there was content, and these containers were disposed of. But in this particular case, there are 6.5 lakh containers worth 4.5 crore rupees, and if they're discharging this in the forest area, especially near Sabrimala, which is the tiger, Periyar Tiger Reserve, this could create issues because it could affect the sentiments of devotees, because there are a lot of devotees out there, and hence that could become another issue. And hence, since the government cannot cannot take the risk of, attracting the sentiments of lakhs of devotees, now they have come up which is called for a tender, and according to which this company called ICEL has decided to collect these prasadam and use it as fertilizers. They will be converting it to fertilizers through a scientific process, and hence it has been used as a productive manner. Now the TDB has called for tender for Aravana Prasadam this year, and the new company has taken it up, and in which it has found that there is very less, there is no pesticide. Remember, these aravanas are very precious as far as the devotees are concerned. Each tin or the container, the small container, which is made of iron, it costs 80 rupees. Earlier it was 40, then it was 60, and now it's 80. And hence, these for these devotees who go to the temple, this is something very precious. They keep it very close to the heart, because once they go to Sabrimala and when they come back, they give it to their relatives and friends, and this is seen as a blessing of Lord Ayyappa. And hence, this time around, the government has floated a new tender for Aravana Prasadam to ensure that the earlier complaint of high pesticide Aravana is not being used to give to devotees.
right, Vivek, here we're talking about as many as 6.65 lakh containers of aravana, of the Sabrimala Ayyappa temple, which were left unused over the past 1 year, following a complaint that the pesticide level in the cardamom used for its production was higher than the permissible level. And here we're talking about the Travancore Devaswam Board, which is an autonomous body that manages the temple, deciding to dispose of the stock worth 5.5 crore rupees. Now, the important question here is, how did it all go unnoticed for so long?
Yes, that is a big question that needs to be answered here. How was it? How did it go unnoticed? Because last year when this lab checkup was conducted, it was found. But earlier, it was the devotees, especially who complained regarding the taste. At that point of time, the government used to brush off this, controversy, saying that there is no, contaminated substances in these aravana or prasadam, and hence they need not check. But it was last year that when they found that there was some, difference in taste, especially in the order, they found that, it needs to be checked. And it was at that point that the food safety officers out there, who comes under the Devaswam board, decided to conduct a check. And then it was found that the pesticide content in the aravana is high, mainly because of the cardamom. Because if you look at the cardamom estates, in Kerala, the pesticide which they use is very high. That's mainly because to increase the production, and it is these cardamoms that's been used in the aravana. So obviously that will have its impact. Earlier also, this could have been the situation, but since the government and the authorities did not take it seriously and they want to continue with the same tender, they have decided not to check it. But it was last year that the check was conducted in depth, in a very strict manner, and that's how they found out that this was, there. And then they have decided to change the tender and also use the already, collected aravana, that's 6.65 lakh containers, for a productive purpose, and hence give it to a company that's based in Hyderabad so that they convert it into fertilizer.